This summer, meet Bottersnikes and Gumbles. Gumbles!
You better not think you're gonna trap us.
Me trap you?
Up here!
Stop wriggling. I can feel your ties on my brain.
Well, I think there's a lesson for us all here.
What is it?
Haven't a clue.
Brand new this summer, Bottersnikes and Gumbles. Starts Monday at 6 on CBBC.
Don't go anywhere. Newsround is coming up next.
But first, have you downloaded the template for our Top of the Bot send-in? Yeah, look at that.
It is amazing. I've designed a robot. I called it the Sugarcraft 3000. It makes marigolds out of icing sugar. I know what you're thinking, Loz. Oh, that's not tricky, but I can tell you something. The petals are really fiddly.
If you want to get involved, head over to the CBC HQ website for all of the details.
The flavour and what kind of sugar you need. You can be caster sugar, normal sugar. You have to think about the food colouring. You can't use any food colouring. It's got to be orange food colouring.
Here's Newsround.
To make it taste.
CBBC.
Hi, I'm Aisha with Friday's Newsround. First to some big Olympic news. Track and field athletes from Russia will be banned from competing at this summer's Games in Rio. Here's Leah with why.
Russia is one of the most successful countries in Olympic history, having won many medals in athletics. But they won't be adding to their medal tally this summer in Rio. The country's track and field team aren't allowed to compete in the Olympics because lots of them have been cheating. They've been found guilty of doping. That's when people use banned drugs to cheat and give themselves an unfair advantage in competitions. The Russian Olympic Committee and 68 athletes argued against the decision to ban them by the organisation that runs World Athletics. But the ruling has not changed. Things could get worse for all of Russia's sportsmen and women. There are calls to ban all the country's teams from the Games as experts look into whether or not other athletes have also broken the rules.
Thanks, Leah. Now, the Canadian superstar Drake is heading towards his 15th week as #1 in the singles charts. While Drake might be celebrating, others in the music industry say it's a sign that the charts are broken.
That's why I need a one dance.
He only came for one dance, but Drake has been hogging the limelight for 3 months. He's already spent 14 weeks at #1 and is set to draw level with a 1994 song by Wet 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 called Love Is All Around.
Love is all around me.
Ask your parents about it. Now, although Drake has been on top for so long, he hasn't actually sold that many records. It's streaming that puts him on the top. So what's going on with the charts?
This is the UK's official #1.
I've come to Radio 1 to meet Chris Price, who's the man in charge of what music goes on the station. What has changed recently to make Drake possibly stay longer than he would have done?
So up until a couple of years ago, the chart only measured the number of people that were buying a single, for instance, from a download store. Now the chart includes streams, so the number of times that people are actually listening to the song. So it's a little bit like somebody from the official charts company following you home and counting the number of times that you're listening to it in your bedroom.
Is that a bit concerning for you? I mean, what does that mean for Radio 1?
There may come a time when we're actually ahead of the chart, and if that's the case, then we might have to take Drake off the playlist, heaven forbid. But that's a serious question that we're having to ask ourselves at the moment.
Has that ever happened before? Have you ever seen anything like that?
I don't think it has. So if we were to take Drake off the playlist while he's still #1, that would be a very new thing.
So will Drake be around for one more dance? Only the charts can tell. But even if he is #1, the song might not be played as much on major stations. I guess sometimes you can have too much of a good thing. Now to a show that's all about robots fighting each other. Robot Wars sees viewers' homemade robots up against the show's own house robots, like this scary one behind me. The new series starts on Sunday, so I went to speak to the show's producer to find out what's in store. So Andrew, we're at the press launch of Robot Wars. How excited are you?
Really excited. It's fantastic. We filmed 6 months ago up in Glasgow, so it slightly felt like a secret that we've been holding for a long time, and can't wait for everyone to see it.
So Robot Wars was actually on TV before, wasn't it? Yeah. Tell us a little bit about what it was before and what you've got now.
Back in the day, you can imagine the size of a computer 10 years ago, or even a TV. They were massive and they were old, whereas technology has changed so much that they can do so much more. They're so much more dangerous, they're so much more fast, and the weapons are better.
Who is the most fearsome house robot, would you say, this time round?
Matilda is a female robot. She's kind of nippy. She's got she's got a flywheel at the back, which is incredibly and probably the most dangerous weapon in the arena. Dead Metal is a kind of the sort of terrifying one, which has a front a spinning blade on it, which isn't actually that dangerous, but makes a lot of sparks and has pincers. So what she does, she grabs you with her pincers and her head reaches forward and she chops you in half with her blade. And then the Shunt, who you can see nearest us, has an axe which fires from one side to the other in about a quarter of a second.
That's it for now. I'll be back with more in half an hour. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Hey, Hacker here with news of our CBBC Summer Fun Fest. Summertime is hacker time! Oi, steady on there, Dr. Brain. Our tenacious twins are in it to win it. Whoa! These Bottersnikes are giving the Gumbles serious summer strife. And who's in the house? It's Danger Mouse. And the best of all, my dear viewers, there's always lots of me. Well, hey, join me for our CBBC Summer Fun Fest. CBBC.
Don't go anywhere. Officially Amazing is coming up next.
Oh, you thought I'd forgotten.
Forgot what? What is it?
Happy birthday to you.
What?
Happy birthday to you.
Me? No.
Happy birthday, Corinne.
No,
What?
it's not my birthday. I mean, not even near, actually.
Oh, oh yeah.
Someone else.
That's right. It's not your birthday.
Is it?
It's Tana Ramsey's birthday. I always get you two mixed up.
What, me and Tana Ramsey mixed up?
Yeah, you're all the same, aren't you?
We've not even met, Lauren.
Yeah, but you're very alike. You must admit, it always gets me a little bit.
I mean, she's married to a chef with 4 kids. She's got long brown hair. No, we're
yeah, exactly.
Alike.
I tell you what, here's a clip of you.
Me?
In action.
No.
Check this out, crew.
I think the cooking was pretty quiet.
Tiptoe.
Time to sneak upstairs.
Who's got elephant feet?
Tiptoe.
It's Tilly.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mommy. Happy birthday to you.
That's for everyone. Mum gets a special plate.
It's Sunday morning, guys.
Aw, how cute was that? So
Sunday
cute.
morning, eh?
Yeah.
Kids bring you the breakfast in bed. What a treat for you.
No, that wasn't me. That was Tana Ramsey right there.
Was it?
Yes. Head to the CBBC website and check out Tilly's awesome blog. There's lots of recipes on there. It's really cool. Right now, here's Officially Amazing.